Hi guys and welcome back to another video. Come on in, have a seat, relax and enjoy. Today we're going to be looking at the LG V30. So without further ado, let's dive right in. This phone is absolutely amazing in so many regards. Its specs are amazing, its features are amazing, and it's just an amazing phone to have at a great price. So let's get right into the visuals of this phone. It has nice rounded corners. It has Gorilla Glass 5 display, a display of 6.0 inches. We have a front face camera which is 5 megapixels. I know what you're thinking, not that amazing, but honestly the shots definitely aren't bad. We have a rear face camera of 16 megapixels and then the ultra wide of 13. Then we obviously have the flashlight. Here we have the fingerprint scanner and then our V30 badge or logo, V30 plus logo right there. We have an LG sign down at the bottom. At the bottom we have a USB-C. We have some really nice quality microphones. I still love these even though this phone is a 2017 phone. And then obviously we have our microphone up here. Up top, we have a headphone jack and once again, another microphone. So I love the headphone jack, but I kind of wish it was on the bottom because when you're watching something in portrait mode, it tends to slip over the screen and I really don't like that aspect of it. But as long as you're watching in landscape mode, it shouldn't bother you all that much. I love the well-rounded corners of this phone. It just feels so premium. And then it has Gorilla Glass 5 on both the front and the back. But having glass on the front and the back, this thing attracts fingerprints like you would not believe. So now that we've gotten to look a little bit at the physical features of this phone, let's dive into the specs. What are the specs for this phone for a phone of 2017? So this was the flagship of 2017, so it has some flagship specs to go with it. It has a display of 1440 by 2880. We have a 3300 milliamp hour battery that doesn't seem that large, but honestly it lasts forever. I have phones that have 5000 milliamp hour batteries, and then I have phones that have 25 to 2800 milliamp hour batteries, and this kind of falls in between, but it lasts a really long time, so I really love that about it. We have a Snapdragon 835 in this phone, so obviously the flagship Snapdragon of 2017, and then we have 4 gigabytes of RAM, and you either have this choice of 48 gigabytes of storage, 64 gigabytes of storage, or 128. And this specific phone has 128 gigabytes of storage, so you could record all the videos you want essentially on here. Now, the 48 gigabytes of storage is kind of interesting because usually it's 32, 64, and then 128, so it kind of doubles. But this one had 48, which was super interesting. Now, how is it for durability and how is it for gaming and stuff like that? For durability, this phone does have a Gorilla Glass 5 display on both ends. We have a Gorilla Glass 5 glass on the back, which means it is pretty hard to shatter. And I've dropped this phone many times. I have gotten a little bit of scuffs on it, especially in the corners, but I haven't had a problem with it cracking. So Gorilla Glass 5 holding up pretty amazingly so far. It has pretty small bezels for a 2017 phone, as you could see here. I do have a black background to save battery, but you could see that its bezels definitely aren't that large, and it's a nice phone even to have to this day. What are some other things? How is it in gaming? I've played Call of Duty Mobile on it and it has no problem playing that game, although I do assume that if you take it up to the highest graphics and are doing videos or live streams on it, it may struggle a little bit because this is a 2017 flagship chipset once again. So it is several years old now. We're coming into 2021. So it's nearly 4 years old now. So take that as you will. Other than that, I've had nothing but great experiences with this phone. It has the capability to record 4K video with 30 frames per second with the rear face camera, and you get 30 frames per second and 1080p on the front face camera. The touchscreen absolutely amazing for multiple touches simultaneously to the display. As I said, the only two problems I've ever had with this phone is I don't like the level of fingerprints. It just, I don't know. It just feels like it attracts fingerprints. It's magnetic toward fingerprints. And then once again, the headphone jack on the top kind of irritates me. But is it a good phone to buy in 2021? Honestly, I think it's an amazing budget phone for 2021. There are a couple of reasons. It has pretty great specs. You could get it on eBay for roughly $120, so it's extremely budget, and it has some flagship qualities to it that still last to this day. It has a massive display of 6 inches. We have good performance because of the Snapdragon 835, and we have plenty of storage in here. So if you're looking for an amazing budget phone, I would highly recommend this phone. It is extraordinary in almost all regards, especially for 2017. But for the budget you're working in, you probably won't find a better phone at this price point. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you like this type of content in general, hit that subscribe button as well as the post notification bell. Other than that, I will let you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.